Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscription. I greatly appreciate them. This is the all signs forecast. Basically, it's a general reading for the collective. So it's shared by anyone who sees this video. It is originally created for May 31st, Tuesday, but it's not necessarily solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different date and it's still making sense to you, please, by all means, utilize the reading. Don't get caught up in the date or time. It is available to you when you need it. So keep that in mind. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu on any of my daily videos. In there is just some stuff that I want you to know as far as like housekeeping rules, how to use my readings, where to get in contact with me if you want a private reading, because those are available. And just ways to support the channel. Like, please like the video with the thumbs up sign. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell. Leave me a question or comment. All of that stuff is greatly appreciated. It helps me with the algorithm, and hopefully it will help me to find new subscribers. I'm trying to grow the channel, so please help me in doing so. Suggest it to your friends, people that you think might be able to use it or that would enjoy it. And then let's see. This is going to apply, because this is a broad spectrum reading. I speak in broad terms. This is going to apply to a lot of you in different realms of your life. So just be prepared for that. You have to place the reading in your life if it fits at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong or that anything is broken. You just might be working on something different during this time. So let's see what's going on. What is our card for the day? Oh, and I will reference back to the Sunday reading. Oh, Seven of Wands. I will reference back to the Sunday reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner. So if you hear me talking about cards that don't necessarily show up here on this video, that's the video that I'm referencing back to. So you can see that at the end of this video in the lower left-hand corner if you want to watch it, because that's the layer underneath this, so to speak. So our card for the early part of the week from Sunday was let me look at it again. I think it was the Moon. There's a lot of contention in these cards. Not contention, but I feel like Seven of Wands is about a fight. It's a struggle, right? It is like having to defend our position in a way, our stance, right? The Moon tends to be emotional confusion oftentimes, right? It can be kind of a little bit of a which way do I go? What do I do? How do I choose? I don't know. Doubting of oneself, not hearing the signals clearly, not being able to access one's intuition, or being frightened by what one already knows, right? Or what one might feel is the case. And so I think that, this Seven of Wands indicates, because we also have the Seven of Swords coming up at the end of the week. And so seeing both of these, they're both kind of struggle bus cards, right? Not major, not anything to be super worried about, but it does feel to me like we might be struggling with the truth around a situation. It does feel to me like we might be having to either fight for our vision, right? Or defend it in some way. And I'm going to say this, we may even have to defend it against our own mind, our own doubts, our own misgivings or perceptions about a situation, right? We want to be honest with ourselves this week is the key, I think. And we want that honesty. Remember, the grounding stone for this week is that word love. So everything that we do this week should be based in this space of love, right? In this space of compassion, whether that compassion is for ourselves or another, or for a situation that we don't necessarily like, or we haven't dealt with, or we've been trying to avoid due to like maybe confusion around it or emotional connection to it that says to us, oh no, I can't deal with this right now, but you can, right? And that's kind of the struggle of the Seven of Wands, is like sort of defending our position, but are we defending it against ourselves, against our own belief system, against the voices of others in our lives that might, appear that they know better than we do? Are we hearing the voices in our head of what society thinks we should do, right? Are we shoulding on ourselves? To me, that's kind of maybe what the Seven of Wands can be, is being aware of that and then maybe fighting against it or trying to maintain and hold on to what it is that we desire. Wands would be about the spirit and about desire. So if there's something that makes you happy, but it doesn't seem all that practical, or there's something that makes you happy, yet it confuses you emotionally, right? Because that would be the moon's influence underneath this. It may well be worth fighting for, is kind of the feeling that I get from this. Now, I'm not saying go out and defend yourself and prove your point to everyone. What I am saying is like, hold your ground. Stay true to what it is that you love, what it is that you desire. And the reason why I say that is not only is the weekly stone the word love, but yesterday's stone was focus. And I feel like the Seven of Wands is also demanding us to kind of focus on what it is we desire, what it is we're working towards, what it is that we want, even if it, we're maybe even slightly afraid of it, afraid of failing at it, right? That could be the influence of the moon, the emotionality and the fear of the moon in this reading is that like, if I don't, there was also this aspect to her where she was sleeping and pulled in a fetal position. She looked very much at peace, but it's like, it's this vibe that I'm getting from these cards. It's like, if I don't look at it, then it's not real, right? If I don't look at the reality, then it doesn't have to exist. And some of that may be true, right? But the Seven of Wands also says, no, like, to me, it says, get in there and fight for what you need. Get in there and defend what it is you want, what it is you desire, even if that sort of requires some energy on your part, right? We may be fighting within ourselves this week because we did see that Ace of Pentacles yesterday, and I always associate the Ace with the self, right? And so if we're trying to open up new avenues or materialize new possibilities in things, and we feel as though, I don't know, we're doing something that other people wouldn't condone or that, people would look down upon, or even maybe we look down upon it ourselves. We need to check that at the door and base it in love, maintain our focus, and keep moving forward. Even if moving forward presents a bit of a challenge, right? That's the Seven of Wands. That's what's holding one's ground, defending one's stance, defending one's desire or belief, and moving towards it with passion and with action, right? So don't, like, I kind of want to say, like, don't throw in the towel. We have the King of Pentacles in the midweek. Remember, he's a creator. And we have the Seven of Swords at the end of the week, which is like some truth, some reality, some sort of betrayal is going to, just become inevitably obvious to us. Whether it's our own betrayal, like our own thought patterns that betray our own desires and how we get in our own way, or it's the betrayal of another around us or a situation around us that we're involved in. But it's going to become obvious. And I think that in that obviousness, we're going to be better off for having found it. Does that make sense? So stay strong is kind of the vibe that I get from the Seven of Wands. Stick it out. Don't let the emotionality of the moon or the confusion of how you may be feeling or the fear of like, can I get this done? Should I really complete this? Am I really deserving of this? Whatever it is that your thought is, don't let it stop you, is what this Seven of Wands feels like it's telling me. If it's something that you desire, or it's something that brings you pleasure, or it's something that you love, maintain your focus and keep fighting for it. Okay? Now let's see what... All right. Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. This is the Sacred Traveler. Now, again, I've read this card before in the past, and I love this card because he's got a map and he's got a compass, right? He has the tools he needs to get there. But it's a fox. Foxes are sly as shit. Like, they know what they're doing. They're cunning. They're smart. They're intelligent little creatures, right? And so I like that he has the map and the compass if he needs to get there, but he's also looking away from it. And the path is like kind of unfolding around him as he's getting ready to start his journey. So this indicates to me that, yes, there might be like lefts and rights that we're taking in our path that may not necessarily make sense to those around us. But their input might be confusing us even more with that moon card underneath. That withdrawal that I felt with her, where she had her eyes shut and she was pulled in a peaceful fetal position, it almost says to me, like, take your own counsel and don't listen to other people. Yes. Hey, no fighting. Sorry, the dogs are fighting. No fighting. So, okay, hold on. What is going on? No fighting. I don't want it like that. No. They're fighting over a ball on the bed because it's like obviously the most important thing in the house. Okay, so with Wandering Path, though, this fox is smart. He's intelligent, right? He knows what he wants. I also like that he's red, similar to the Wands energy, to the fire of the Seven of Wands. But he's like, he's got the map, he's got the compass. Yeah, we've got a plan, but we can also go off plan if we need to. We can enjoy the journey. We can base our focus in love and kind of just meander if we need to, and find our way there through using our senses, through accessing the moon and our intuition in a good way, in a way that feels pleasant, right? And allowing that to be our guide today. And don't necessarily have to prove to anybody or anything about what it is that we want or what it is that we're going after. We're allowed to have our desires. They just might require a little bit of work. All right, so let me look for Wandering Path. Wandering Path, enjoy the journey. You don't always need to know where you're going. Accept the fact that sometimes the path in life is circuitous and meandering. Yet know that you're always exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Be present with your journey. Embrace everything that you encounter on the path. It's all for your highest good. Accept what is. This is the key to inner power. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know when you're traveling, you are in the present moment. And what did I say about yesterday's Ace of Pentacles? That she was very much in the present. A mystic traveler has no specific goals for the future and is not focused upon the destination. Everything is fresh and new. At times, it's difficult to accept everything that occurs on the road of life, especially if the road seems to twist and turn in unexpected ways. It's an act of courage and faith to accept what is without judgment or dismay and to keep going. Trust that there is a plan for your life and it's unfolding perfectly. Have faith that you're on the road that you're meant to travel on. Accepting what is doesn't mean that you can't work to change it, because you can. However, this card does suggest that every experience is supporting you for your highest good and your spiritual evolution. If there's something you can't accept, start by gently accepting the fact that you can't accept it. Allowing for your own wandering path is the key to grace and peace in your life. And that acceptance around the fact that you can't accept it, to me, is that love stone that we have this week. Like when we base everything in love, no matter what it is and how we deal with it, we kind of set ourselves up for that acceptance. So the grounding stone for today is laugh. So if we do find ourselves, fighting for our position or trying to hold tight to what it is that we desire, maybe loosen the grip a little bit and understand that we're still working and defending and moving our way to where we need to go. Defend isn't even the right word, I feel like. And effort isn't a right word either. I feel like keep moving forward is what this is trying to tell us. And if there's a way that we feel like we're hitting our head against a wall with the Seven of Wands, then we need to open ourselves up and begin to enjoy the journey, laugh at ourselves, laugh at the situation, laugh at the people around us that may be giving us controversy or struggle, right? And in that laughter, in that joy, in that sort of experience, because we're basing that again in that stone of love, right? We release ourselves from the severity or the seriousness of everything, and we kind of set ourselves back onto enjoying the journey. Okay, I think that makes sense. That is your forecast for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about me, please, and post me in groups. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and laugh a lot. All right, take care. Bye-bye.